Hello and welcome back to Bracken Fix. My name's Pete and here we have the tape deck out of my 1976 Commodore PET. I've been quite excited about doing the tape deck for some reason. I don't know why, just been quite excited to do it. So I've taken it out and there's some pretty hefty screws considering all the other screws are really small. And here it is on the bench. So in one of the previous videos, it did run, as in when I press play, fast forward and rewind, it seemed to do those things. I haven't tested the tape in it. It does eject. I mean, it's quite aggressive. That's quite loud. So it's obviously got quite a lot of sort of crap on it. So we'll click. Oh. It's got something rattling inside, so that's also good. I was going to take this plate off here, but actually the screws are stripped, so I don't even know what I'm going to do about that. So we'll hopefully won't need that. So let's take this cover off. I'm hoping that it's just a case of removing some screws in here. Oh, that feels like a screw. Oh dear, hang on. Slow and steady. Oh. Okay. One here, yep, one here as well. Oh dear. Okay, that's good. Ooh. Right, so there's those screws. Oh, here we go. Right. Are we ready? Are we excited? Wow. Okay. So, what was rattling around, I wonder? Should we see if we can tip it this way? Ooh. Oh. What's the thing that was rattling in here? Doesn't look like, I mean, it's very, very dirty, so we'll have to give it a good clean, but no. That rattling, by the way, is the screws that I didn't take out when I unscrewed it. Let's move this around a bit more, shall we? Well, that's interesting. So, here's the band, which obviously is very, very loose, and I should imagine very brittle. Luckily, I've bought another one of those. It was about £3. I'll put a link on screen or in description to where it is. In description, probably better. Wow, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like it's covered in like some sort of horrible sticky stuff. Maybe it was at one time, but it's dry as anything now. So I don't really know what I can do apart from break this, if I am being 100% honest with you. I do wonder if maybe the better thing to do would be just to clean where I can, give it a bit of a clean here and there. I could always undo these screws. Yep, so they're coming undone quite nicely. Put those there. Maybe we can clean this circuit board. So here, this actually looks like what looks like a really old school cable tie. Oh, it's actually a piece of plastic and a knot. That's really cool. Think we can save it? What do we reckon? Okay, let's see if we can save that. Quite a lot of dust over here, so we'll give that a good clean out with the obligatory IPA. better be careful when we put that back to make sure this switch here touches something here. I should imagine it's that there. You probably can't see that, so there's like a metal spring here that needs to touch. So one asks oneself, oh, I am so organised. So I have the new belt for here from Datassette Retro. So it's a 1530 C2N Taiwan version, which is important because on the bottom it says made in Taiwan. So one asks oneself, I should imagine I'm going to, how do we get it underneath there? Ah. Now, is this where I'm supposed to have watched another YouTuber do it? Yes, Pete, that's what you're all screaming at me, isn't it? That's exactly what I should have done. Because I don't see how I'm going to get that there unless I literally just undo that one screw. Can you see how, see that screw goes down there? Let's undo it and see how it goes. We'll be very, very careful. Oh, there we go. Look, that's already moved up. I'm acutely aware there's lots of springs. So I'm very worried that I'm going to take a screw out and it's just going to go flying. Doesn't seem to have just this second. So have we now got enough room underneath there? Oh, wow, okay. So there is now room underneath. Let's see if we can get you to see that. Can you see there's actually a gap now? Can you see the gap? So if I now undo this, and like that, it's still intact. I don't think it will stay intact for long, but right, so pull this new one out, put it against the old one to make sure it's roughly the same size. It's a bit smaller, which I suppose is probably good because the other one was looking a bit slack, wasn't it? There we go. Put that round there. That round there, and then pull it tighter across here. Well, I mean that's good, I think. I don't know how tight it should be. I don't think I can even adjust it. So I'm going to take that as cleaned. So somewhere there's going to be a head, surely. So when you put the tape in, so should we open it? Oh, there we go, look. So the tape must go in and then, but I think the head's on the other side. So we'll clean that after, shall we? Right, I really do want to clean this side of this board because that is just, as my young son would say, ooey. He's not wrong, it is definitely ooey. So, I don't think I want to use soap and water, do I? Do I want to? I'll just use a brush to get rid of that, the worst of it, I think, and then good old IPA. I mean, in theory, this dust shouldn't do any damage or haven't caused any problems, but might as well clean it up while I'm here. Don't know if it would get hot, maybe, or whatever. So there was obviously quite a lot of dust here and in there, so I'll made my life infinitely more difficult by spraying it with IPA. Well done, Pete. Luckily, I never said I was bright, so when I do stupid things, my argument is, well, never said I wouldn't do them. That's the definition of denial, isn't it? So that one goes back there. I think I'm going to put that in, I think. I should probably put this back in, shouldn't I? I regret undoing it already. Screw this back in. See, as I tighten it up, that goes down. That's good, I suppose. Not rubbing. That's good. So that's that changed. Moves that. Very good. Just a quick clean. Looking good. Well, I'm happy with that, I must say. So I think what I need to do is get these screws out of here so they don't fall out. Make it a bit more controlled. There's the screws. And then give this a bit of a clean. Luckily, because there's nothing electrical really here, it means that I can yeah, use some sort of soap and water, make it a bit easier. I'll do that now. I think you've probably used sort of like a compressed air thing, but I'm very good at spending money, but I don't know, something about compressed air really irks me. It always seems really expensive when you can just go like that and it does a, you know, mildly okay job. Right, give us a good clean. I think you're probably supposed to oil this in some way, but I don't have any oil that would be any good. So, I mean, it's easy enough to take it back apart, so I can always redo that at another time. I mean, yeah, we may have to do that at some point. Let's put this back on. So we've got a little cutout here which must go on there. Clean that up. Ugh. Did you hear that? How did that happen? Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, we're going to have to work out what that is, because I should imagine it's probably like a spring or something. Probably quite important. Off we go again. Oh, there we go, we heard it that time. Oh, you're joking. What's this? What's that? A paperclip? What's that doing in there? Wow. I'll have to ask the in-laws about that. See, amusingly, the chances are it could have been my wife that obviously put it in there. I think it's probably unlikely, to be honest, but yeah. Or could it simply have been that when it was on the floor of my parents-in-law house, while they were waiting for me to come and pick it up to do this series, that my son put it in there? See, that is very, very, very possible, because he is the definition of a little rascal. That's what we're going with at the moment, little rascal. He's 4 and a challenge, shall we go with? Yeah, didn't do anything, you know, none of this terrible 2s, none of the terrible 3s, but he's basically 4 now, and he's, yes. I don't know what it is for, you know, terrible 2s, terrible 3s. I can't think of anything I want to say on YouTube that describes him as a 4-year-old, to be honest. What a little scamp. Ahaha. So, if we eject it, it's quite aggressive, like I said. I mean, it's very dirty. Very, very dirty in there. So I'm going to have to clean that out. I'll be honest, obviously I should be taking the whole thing off. I'm just a bit worried about this. There's so many springs and things. I don't really understand how these things work. So it's probably better not to faff too much. But we can give it a clean inside. Out come the trusty Q-tips or cotton buds or whatever they call them in your country. So what we'll do, don't want to put too much on because I just want it to kind of the dust to kind of stick to it, really. There's no way I can show you what I'm doing. Not ideal for a YouTube channel, I appreciate, so I do apologise. But you can see what's coming out of it. I mean, doesn't that all make it worth it, ladies and gentlemen? I'm doing it like this because I really just want the minimal amount for it to just stick on. I don't want it to necessarily get wet or anything just a second. I want it to just stick to it so I can pull it out. And that will just cause massive clumps then when it's... once I've done it. There you go, you see. Really wish you could see this. I'm basically just moving around inside anywhere that I think is safe to touch, just giving it a clean. I suppose the problem is that I'm using IPA, and if there's grease on there I should imagine it will remove it, but surely the grease would have dried up anyway, so it shouldn't really be a massive issue, I suppose. But we'll give it all a clean. So that does look better in there. You can't really see, I appreciate, but it does look better. So when I press play, the head, I think they're called the heads, they move. So if we see, they've just popped out here. You see, something tells me you should clean those. Now I'm about to do it, so if you know about these things and you're watching this thinking, oh my god, what are you doing? I can only apologise. I am going to very carefully use this to clean the head. Or whatever. I'm sure it's called a head. Well, I'm doing it. And if I'm wrong, you can send me an email. Details are in the in YouTube about thing. And tell me what a moron I am. You can even start the email if you want to. You're a moron. Do that. Definitely taken something off, somewhere. There's also a rubber roller here, which could definitely do with a clean, because you can see it's a bit rubbish, but it'd be better if this was powered up, so then we could press play and it would turn, and I could just hold this against it, and it would clean it. But although we have this here, we have the connector here, and I do have a bench power supply, as we all know. It'll be alright. It'll be fine. Oh, see, that's good, because yeah. A little bit more tinting around the edges. was nice. So we're cleaning here as well. To be fair, most of that just went on my hand, so. Maybe one day I'll take this apart properly and give it a really good clean if we actually get it working, but at the moment I just want to get, oh, it's so aggressive. Right. Probably needs a tape in for record to work, I suppose. Okay, let's get this back in, and also we'll plug the keyboard in, and why don't we see if we can not only put some commands in, but actually see if this will load a tape. I mean, this is quite a big thing for us because we've gone through quite a lot to get to this point. But I think we're pretty much there. Okay, so look, we'll run some basic commands, see how it does, and we'll try to load some sort of tape. Now, I've actually got a rather large number of tapes, thanks to the in-laws. So I'll pick a sort of a good one, and yeah, we'll do that. So I'll get this back in. I'll get the keyboard back in as well, and when I come back, we are going to actually see if this is going to work. This is really exciting. Right, we're up on the bench, so we're all plugged in. I have plugged the keyboard back in properly. I have plugged the cassette player back in properly, I hope. Now I'm going to have to take all these out again because the plan, of course, is to give this a really good clean, but I'll be honest, I can't wait to see if this is actually going to work. And so I think this is the best way of doing it. So we're all plugged in. There's power on. Let's switch it on and see what happens. There's that familiar whine. Okay, so I haven't done too much damage. 7167 bytes free. Is that the right amount? I also realised you can't really see, but the problem I've got is that if I zoom you in too far to the screen, then you can't see me typing the keys on the keyboard. So hopefully this is okay. So there we go. So we've got Commodore Basic at the top with the 3 hashes, 7167 bytes free, and it's ready and it's flashing. So where we currently are is that I have cleaned and hopefully fixed this keyboard, because as you remember, a lot of the keys didn't work. I have also replaced the belt in here and given it a very, 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 very small clean, and of course taken out that paper clip, which we still don't know how it got there, but as I said, pretty sure it was my son, because let's be honest, it's going to be the little one, isn't it? Okay, so I guess we just need to kind of go for this. So I'm not very good with commands for this. However, I know you can type in load. Oh, okay. Well, all these letters are working. That's a good sign. Oh. Okay. So that's not backspace. Oh dear. Okay. Do I know what backspace is? Oh, Del. Okay. D. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Actually, let's see which of these characters actually work. That's good. Good. I reckon all these are working so far. Wow. I'm not hitting very hard either, which is promising. Oh yeah, they're all working, aren't they? Look at that. Fantastic. Brilliant. Obviously syntax error. So let's test to see whether it actually, you know, computes. So I have got a large number of tapes. I'm very lucky. So let's find one of those. I have a tape. So this says side 1, Rhino, Hangman, and reaction? Oh, something else. Test. Maybe reaction test. Obviously it's a self copied one, so put that in there. So if I remember rightly, you're supposed to type load. Now if I just press load and return, it'll then hopefully, if this is working, say something like press play, and then it will load the first program. If you want to load other programs, you can type in the name of the program you want it to load, and it will find it on the tape. So let's just start with the first one, which is Rhino, but we'll leave it as the first one. So I think I literally just press load, press play on tape number 1. So if we press play, and then this is going to load the program, I assume. I have absolutely no idea how long this is going to take, but I'm trying to stay calm at the fact this is actually working so far, and I'm so happy. I'm a little bit giddy. So yeah. One thing I have noticed is the screen is ever so slightly sort of almost like vibrating. I wouldn't say fuzzy, more like it's moving. Oh, there you go, found Rhino. Loading. This is a good sign. That didn't actually take long at all. So ready. Okay. Now do I need to type run? Because we've loaded the program, now we need to run it. That makes sense, doesn't it? Ha! Look at this. Rhino. Copyright 1978. Fantastic. I tell you what, let's zoom you into this, shall we? Right. Do you need instructions? Yes, absolutely. Reply yes or no, followed by the return key. Well, we were going to say yes. I will print a random jungle using like a square sort of thing to represent the trees. Hiding amongst the trees will be rhinos, represented by a little picture of a rhino, which is actually pretty cool. The rhinos are hiding and only appear when they can see you. You are represented by a heart. The aim of the game is to move through the jungle to get home, represented by like a circle. When the rhinos see you, they will start chasing. Oh my god. There are more instructions to follow. Press any key. When ready, should I do a Homer Simpson and say, where's the any key? Where's the any key? Okay, that was pathetic. But I'm not going to cut it because I left it in. Press any key. To make a move, here we go. You use the number keypad as shown below. Okay, that makes perfect sense. To make a move, just press the required key. Do not move until you see your move. If asked a question, reply yes or no, followed by the return key. Press any key when ready. There are 1 rhinos. Oh look, I suppose it's building the jungle, is it? Look at that. That is so cool. I mean, I was just playing Flight Sim on the Series X, so I mean, cool is maybe a bit strong, but we got this working together. We have got this working. So, okay, well, I'm going to use the keypad, and we'll go. So, hopefully, you can see here is me, and there is home. So we're going to move up. Haven't seen any rhinos yet. Oh, there's one over there. Oh my goodness. Up, 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 up. Yay! Oh. Whoops. We'll say no. So, on this tape is also Hangman. So let's try and see if we can load something that isn't the first one. So, I suppose it would be load, and then speech marks, and then Hangman, and then return. Okay, so it's searching for Hangman. Maybe I should have rewound it. Obviously, we know that the first thing was Rhino, but I don't know whether maybe there's some sort of, like, I don't know, actually. Right, yes again. I'll come back to you when this has done something. So you can see it found Hangman, it loaded it, and now it's ready to go. The only problem is that I'm really bad at these sort of games. I don't know why. I just really, really struggle. But, you know, I'm doing this for science. Well, for YouTube. But, you know, you get the idea. Run. Do you need instructions? Well, yeah. Each dash stands for a missing letter. That makes perfect sense. When I press any letter, follow the instruction. If the letter is in the unknown word more than once, you will need to press the letter more than once. Oh my goodness. E.g. apple has 2 P's. Press P once and then... oh, you have to press it again. Okay. You have to complete the word before I hang the man. Harsh. Right. Unknown word. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in the past, I think what you're supposed to do is just do the whole A, O, E. Okay, so E was in there. That's good. I. Oh, that's good as well. O. Oakvale. And then U. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay. So then, yeah. I mean, I could try and work out what that could be, but that's just not my style. So we're going to go for a T. Oh dear. An R. The letter is in the word. Okay. Oh my goodness. D. Oh. Is there another E then? ED. Oh goodness. R-E-V-I-E. Revived? Ah. Ah. Relieved. Yay! No, I don't want another go because I would no way in hell would I ever be lucky enough to get that right again. So we'll say no. And as you remember, there's another one on this as well. Wasn't it reaction test? Should we see if we can find that? So load. Ooh. Reaction. No, that's not how you spell reaction. Oh god. Let's try again. Pretty sure it's called reaction test. Again, I'll come back if it finds anything. Excellent. This program tests the speed of your reaction to visual stimulus. Oh, okay. Oh. Isn't that weird? See, my father-in-law and actually my mother-in-law, they both worked in a lab. And so when it was said reaction test, I actually, I literally just went for like reaction between metal, like chemicals or something, not reaction tester. God. Press any key when go is printed. Okay, so we'll go for space because it's a bit larger, and there we go. Oh. Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought it was just telling me what to do next. 0.283 recurring seconds. Is that good? Should we have another go? I mean, yeah. That was faster. I don't know how fast you can get it, but yeah. Yeah, why not? This will soon turn into a video of me just trying to get as fast as I can. Oh, look at that. Okay, well look, I think we've proved that this works. It definitely computes things. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what else I can test from that side of it. So, yeah. Oh, I suppose I could check and make sure that this actually does rewind tapes, I guess. I mean, that's not... Oh, sorry. That's obviously not the most important thing in the world, but we can test that works, so let's try that. So I'll zoom you back out. And we will press rewind and see what happens. That seems to be working. It doesn't sound too horrific either. It's going very fast. Doesn't sound like it's chewing the tape up. Nice. I'm quite happy with this. I think we can class this as an absolute success. Not a qualified success, which I'm very good at. This is an absolute success. This is absolutely working. So I think we're pretty much done on this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll keep doing stuff like this, well, for as long as you'll have me, basically. Thank you. Bye-bye.